Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I know that it's been a few months since I've uploaded anything, and I apologize for that, and I'll get more into the reasoning and everything during the video, but in this video I'm going to be going through the process of a bunch of different Matthews I've drawn over the last year or so. So let's get into that, and I'll tell you guys what's been going on. So the reason that I haven't been uploading anything the last few months is mostly down to I don't have much to upload. I don't really have any art to show you guys, which is why I'm going through my old Matthew drawings that never made it into any videos, because my tendinitis has been flaring up extremely bad the last few months, and that has made it extremely difficult to draw. But my hands are starting to feel a little better, so I'm trying to get back into the groove of it. But while I'm doing that, I'm sure my uploads will be slower per usual. I do apologize, but I have been struggling with motivation and getting out of bed and stuff with my mental health lately, but a lot of that comes down to my medication numbs me out really bad, and so over the last couple of weeks, I started weaning off of it, and now I'm fully off of it, and my motivation and my inspiration to do things, to draw, to game, to watch stuff, just to exist in general has been a lot better lately, so hopefully that helps with my uploading as well. But I've also been going through the withdrawals, so I have like flu-like symptoms, and I feel like garbage here lately, but I am starting to feel better, so I figured I'd upload this, and I've been trying to start working on drawing again. I don't have a whole lot that I can show you guys right now, just because I've mostly just been doing little doodles here and there, but my hands being better, it's going to be a lot easier for me to get into some more art that isn't just little doodles. I did upload well, not upload, but I did submit a drawing to create a design for Dead by Daylight, because here lately I've gotten really back into that now that my hands are doing better. That's one of my favorite games. I think I've talked about it a couple of times on here, but I've started playing it a lot, and they had a design, a cosmetic going on again while I started playing, and since my hands were feeling better and I started feeling inspired again, I uploaded a costume to it. I'm not sure when the results of who wins is going to be coming out, but I did Feng Min. She's my favorite survivor, but they're going to be picking 4 people for each category. So 4 people will win for survivor, 4 people will win for killer, and then 4 badges and 4, I think, photo frames. But I only uploaded one for Feng Min because even just doing that took a lot out of me with how I've been feeling lately. But maybe if I do win, or even if I don't expect to, but I had a lot of fun drawing it, I might upload my process of it on here at some point, if you guys are interested in that. I know I usually do Fire Emblem and anime and stuff, but oh, and I don't think that I've gotten to talk about the convention that we went to in June, because I don't think I've uploaded since then, but I'm pretty sure my boyfriend mentioned it to you in the voiceover he did on my last video that we were going to convention in June. We met Chainsaw Man, we met the girl who plays Pochita, we met Chris Sarandon. I'm not certain if I'm saying that right, but he's the guy who plays Jack Skellington. We met the guy who plays Boo from Dragon Ball. We met a lot of people, and they were all super nice, and we got some autographs and pictures. We actually got the first edition of the Chainsaw Man manga signed by both Chainsaw Man and Pochita. They were super sweet, and we talked to him for a while, and he actually gave my boyfriend some tips on voice acting, which I'm pretty sure he mentioned he was pursuing and is interested in. But they were super fun, and they had a lot of events and stuff going on there. They had some D&D games going on. It was all super cool. The boyfriend was calling from work. So the last thing that I haven't talked to you guys about is that our dog Kona is going to have to go get surgery on the 15th because he has this lump on his side that didn't get better with antibiotics, that they thought was a spider bite at first, but it ended up getting even bigger and he's been acting sick. So they think that it might be a tumor of some sort, hopefully not cancerous, but we're sending it to biopsy to know for 100% fact what it is. I'm just worried because he just turned 13 years old. The only surgery he's ever had was when he was 2, when he got neutered. And so I'm just worried about putting him under anesthesia. But I'm putting my best will and hope out into the world. And I really just pray that he's going to be okay and that he's going to do good. But that's really the last thing that I haven't talked to you guys about that's been going on. Oh, we're also planning on trying to move back to Texas where my family is next year. But there's not much to really say on the matter, just that we're working on kind of preparing for that. But that's really all that's been going on. So let's just talk about the video now. So I drew this one a while back whenever I was watching A Sign of Affection. I thought the anime was super cute and super sweet, and I loved the art style and I loved their winter clothes. So this version of Matthew is drawn as if kind of like he were in that anime, as well as wearing their winter clothing. He has this nice big red scarf in this drawing that is kind of meant to imitate the idea of him wearing his cloak, and then a nice pretty sweater. But I love the way this one turned out. I'm not sure why it never ended up in a video, but here it is now. So So I drew this version of Matthew whenever I was playing a lot of Fire Emblem Engage. I'm trying to draw Matthew as a fire wizard in the Fire Emblem Engage world. So I kind of take aspects both from Fire Emblem Blazing Blade for Matthew, as well as trying to keep aspects of Engage in the drawing as well. I do kind of give him the robes that Pandero is wearing. That's kind of why I have him on the side there. Plus, I feel like they have similar vibes, so I used Pandero as a reference for this. And of course, although I drew it differently to go with the fact that he is a wizard and not a assassin, Matthew obviously has his red cloak, because who is Matthew without his cloak? I also drew this big cheesy smile because I feel like he'd have a lot of fun with being a wizard. I feel like we would never see him coming. He would just out of nowhere fireball you, and I thought that he would have this big smirk on his face. Although I didn't finish this one, I do really like it, and it's just watching me draw it again, I am considering trying to do this again with him, making him a fire wizard in either Engage or maybe even a wizard in Fire Emblem Blazing Blade, who knows. But I do kind of regret not finishing this one, but I do see a lot of mistakes in it as we're going, so if I did it, I think I would redo it, not continue this one. But I do still like the way it turned out. I feel like this vibe suits Matthew well. Now, please don't judge me for this one, but I feel like we needed a sexy Matthew here. So I didn't really... So that was just hilarious timing for my boyfriend to call again. But I drew this Matthew kind of like without his shirt, and like he's like grabbing a sword from behind his back, and I kind of tried to go into details on his abs a little bit. I started with a reference, and then I just overdid it, and I never uploaded it and just kept it to myself. But I said, fuck it, we're showing Matthews, so this is how it's gonna be. I actually think I like the way it looks a lot better before I started trying to do the coloring and shading, because I don't typically shade muscle, so I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing. I just kind of tried to do my best here, and I think it looked better as a sketch personally. I might try to draw some more Matthew with abs and stuff. Maybe it'll help me practice my anatomy and muscle and such, but I like the way it turned out. I think I just liked it more when it was just the sketch. But me and my boyfriend just now when we were on the phone were joking about how he called right in the middle of me talking about sexy Matthew. It's like he could sense it. But this is how I'm going to end this video, is with sexy Matthew. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will show you the finished pieces of all of these at the end of this drawing, and I hope you all have a great night, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!